Good day, business owners and coaches, salespeople, and successful business people, or people wanting that level of success. You know, when you have everything going for you and everything is working great, faith is the easiest thing to have and maintain. But what about the challenges in life? Things that get in the way of your business. That happens all the time too. Successful people have a different attitude. Do you know there are people that don't even realize that they're handling things in a better way? And that could be you. I have a program that handles this. But here's the thing that's so great. Years ago, I had a friend who was an actor. And he called me up one day and he said, "Could you take a hiatus from your job and work with me?" And I said, "Doing what?" And he said, "Selling businesses." I said, "You're an actor. How did you get involved in that?" He goes, "There's a script and all you got to do is be convincing. And you study it and you practice and I'll work with you and we can sell businesses." And I thought, this guy's absolutely just probably a little bit crazy. But let me tell you what we did. We did some research together, and he taught me that in his mind, selling is just nothing more than acting. Now, I don't think I'm an actor, but at the same time, he was. And he and I went on not only to sell businesses, but the company we worked for gave us awards. That's something that you can do. The principles are so easy that a person who's not even a salesperson can teach another person to be in business, to promote that business and do it in such a way that actually engages sales techniques and produces results. If that's something that you might like, give it a try. Join me in my program. There's a link. Click on it. I will give you an introductory 1 hour at no charge and make an offer to you to stay in touch with me, and I will personally consult with you and help you adjust your business goals towards reality. And believe it or not, coaching and education is the best thing you can do because, as they say, learners are earners. So why not take a plunge and continue earning while you're learning and work with me and other people in my organization, and we will help you. So click on the link and register, and I will look forward to seeing you there. But let me go on and explain to you how many times that this has been effective. I do not know of one person who engaged the principles and put them into use and failed. The only people who fail are those who quit. Remember that. Please. If you don't quit, you never fail. Sure, it's work. But you know what? Procrastination causes you to work. A lack of working causes you to work. People have to stay alive. That's just, it's built in you. It's built in me, and we are together. And it doesn't matter what race we're from, what ethnic background we're from. We're all in this together. Some of the best salespeople I have met don't even realize how effective they are because they're not trying to be anything other than who they are. Now, I love traveling and being around and going to see places around my country and other countries. And the travel bureau that I work with don't even act like they're selling you anything. They're just showing you possibilities of things you can do, places you can go. And when you travel for business, it's even more fun because it's like an adventure. When you make an adventure, I mean, come on, isn't that something that just gives you reason to continue? You will learn to trust the path that you're on because you're there for a reason. Maybe you feel that God or the universe put you there, but you are there for a reason. Results that you're looking for are based on what you decide they're going to be. Isn't that just the way it is? I can decide my own career path. And by the way, the key component I'm saying is that sales is an absolutely respectable, lucrative, and fun career. If you're like me, you can sell anything. At the time my friend made this proposal to me to come work with him, my company had just been sold and they were laying people off. So I figured it was a good time to go do this with him, and then I could always come back to work, which I did do a year later. But during that other year, I was setting goals and making money and doing things I never thought I would do. I found the time, like you will, of pursuing my avocation, which at the time was in the music business, and I learned how to use my selling techniques in the music business to promote the talent that I was responsible for promoting. And promoting is nothing more than selling, isn't it? If you're telling your next door neighbors about the cookie drive you have because you're a Girl Scout, aren't you just simply promoting? Aren't you doing something that maybe you enjoy because you get to deal with people? You get to see people's faces light up when they get what they want, especially if it's a flavor of the month or whatever. But realistically, you have been designated by the universe to accomplish something. How are you going to do it? If you come in and you don't know what you're doing, but you won't listen to guidance. Guidance is the best thing you can do for yourself, because you will have people walk you right to where you want to go. I worked with people that would guarantee my success when I was working with my actor friend. And they said, here's what you're going to do. Now go do it. And they challenged me in a way like, let's see you do this. Let's see it work. And I was skeptical at first, but skepticism is not a bad thing. It can be useful to make you realize that you're just being careful and you're learning. As I said earlier, learners are earners. I came in with nothing to a business I knew nothing about, and a month later, I had amassed enough knowledge to be able to talk intelligently to people that were interested in talking to me. My first method, if you will, was to get people to talk to me. That's all, just talk. Let's just talk. I went traveling. Would you believe when I went traveling, I went to another state to see the sights there, and I met a person from my hometown, and we started talking. And it was a matter of, what are you doing now? And I said, I'm working with this actor guy, and he's showing me how to sell businesses. Now, how do you sell a business? Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Want to learn that? Want to learn the profession of selling insurance? Want to sell pharmaceuticals? Want to sell cars? Want to sell door-to-door roofing materials? Business to business? It doesn't matter what you're going to sell. The techniques work. And when you apply the techniques, you will see results. It's when you don't apply, it's when you don't do the work that you fail, because you're likely to get discouraged and quit. Discouragement is nothing in the mind of a successful person who has a positive mindset, because positive mindset people also play with negative thoughts in their head. They just don't take them that seriously. They figure it's just a thought process, and it's natural. It is natural to be a little bit skeptical of just about anything. But are you so skeptical that you miss out on an opportunity? It's like this. If I gave you something that cost you $5 to get from me, but it was a guarantee to make you $5,000, is that $5 investment worth it to you? If you spend the time to improve yourself and find out about the career of sales, you can do anything you want. You can go to work for any company And you can decide who your customers are. You have prospects, but you can decide if the sale is going to be made. It's a very simple process. Most people don't even realize it's there. They think they have to talk people into things. But look, I had a salesman call me, and the problem was, I said, I want to spend time and investigate this before I make this investment if I do. And he did everything he could to try to get me to make the investment today. And I said, look, I'm not spending any money today. And he argued with me, thinking he was handling me as an objector. He took my objection and turned it into an argument of trying to convince me why he was doing. He even said, I just saved you $1,000. And I said, I haven't done anything with you yet, so you haven't saved me anything. That might be obstinate, but you know what? He argued back and said, yes, I did. I said, really? Where is that $1,000 saving me if I don't spend a dime with you? And he argued with me. Now, when you argue with a customer, you're pushing them around, and that's not what we're doing. When you sell to a CEO of a major corporation, you're guaranteed you're not going to push them around. Back in the days when CEOs were easier to get to, I made the rounds and made it a point to get to them. And I found techniques of climbing fences, as we say, virtual fences. And I found techniques of making sure that I get past the gatekeeper and I accomplish goals that if I talk about them is nothing but bragging. And I don't want to brag. I just want you to know that what is possible for me is definitely possible for you as well. And it'll work if you work it, as they say. So why not take the time to look into yourself and have that faith and make it happen? Click on the link and join me, and you'll find out more. My name is Al Green, a sales coach, and I've been doing this for many years. I've turned many, many people's careers around. I have examples and testimonies for you to look at. So click on the link and get in touch, and let's do this, okay? I'll be talking to you then.